and things like it is the equivalent of the red pill.
This is a technology, it's a computing language, and I can build an app on it.
Is Bitcoin the currency of the future?
Crypto gang, it's the game, big gang, alt gang, light gang, cash game, blockchain. Whoa, I don't really ever buy stocks, man. No. Haters wanna say I'm in a bubble, man. No. Chew them up like bubble gum. No. Just made a meal with my pocket change. No. Wreck about to go and join the huddle gang. Huddle gang, huddle gang, huddle gang. Crypto gang, it's the game, big gang, alt gang, light gang, cash game, blockchain. Whoa, I don't really ever buy stocks, man. No. Haters wanna say I'm in a bubble, man. No. Chew them up like bubble gum. No. Just made a meal with my pocket change. No. Wreck about to go and join the huddle gang. Huddle gang, huddle gang, huddle gang. Ethereum pays for my rent. Bitcoin pays for the vent. Litecoin pays for the jet. Bitcoin cash for the rest. Spent 30 racks on an ICO. What coin did you buy? I forgot, yo. Just got started last night, bro. And I'm already hooked like a pipe stove. Flipping the coin, making it grow, taking it slow, letting it go. Cash flow's growing, it's incredible to watch it flow. Stacking the cash, taking it home, making it fast. I'm on a roll. Little bit mo's all I ask for the bubble though. Currently learning about a new type of currency. Burning the dollar down like an emergency. Urgently, listen, my friends have been urging me. Coins have been surging, we're earning like urgency. We on a mission, man. Crypto maniac. Act like you don't really know about it. Stop that. Bitcoin blowing up like a bomb. Step back. Used to be a couple $100. Should've copped that. Blew up on the scene from the mind of a brainiac. Back in 2009, where the miners at? Silk Road, baby. It's gotta be anonymous. Satoshi blew up. Now we on the map.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy, Reckless Ray Dinero. Back in it. Back at it again. We're back for another episode of Crypto Portfolio Updates. Shout out to the bag chasers first and foremost. You guys will be getting this day of shortly after the recording. Yeah. You guys get it first until we reach the covetous 500, the covetous monetization point. And then I got some pretty interesting stuff set up for the day ones, the members, which we'll have. Obviously, we'll have some members exclusive content / opportunities in there. But until then, bag chasers are getting it first. After then, bag chasers will get it probably second. It is what it is. But shout out to you guys. Hopefully you made it through Bag Fortification Friday. Coming into the week, preparing yourselves to be strong. It is Sunday. Look at the calendar. October 29th. We got 2 more days in the month of October. So we've gone ahead and distributed the money. We've winded down the finances for the month. The numbers are in regards to things that affect the crypto space. We did not hit the stretch goal for Pumptober. It was a pretty weak month. The APRs are fluctuating. We're getting towards the end of the year. Money's not coming in the way that we originally basically the APRs change, so then your income changes. But we did break our bear market goal, obviously, of $100, which is cool. So, not much. Nothing to write home about, but it is something to build upon. As we are getting ready to go into, as we're priming up for the bull run, because I am expecting these numbers to go up. We'll see what November's got for us, but October was a good month growth-wise. Let's see here. Speaking of what, growth-wise, but before we get into that, we're going to go ahead and jump right into the show opener. We're going to start with the top 5 gainers and losers. Let me get my big head out of the screen. Oh, one of the other things before I get my big head out of the screen. As you can see, we've done a little bit of studio upgrading. We had enough money come in to where, I normally price match whatever we've got in the coffers from what gets donated to the show because we reinvest. And camera upgrade. Next thing we'll be looking at is lighting upgrade. So for those who have been supporting the show, things are changing. Things are getting better around here. Also, with the camera upgrade, I have a better way to see the cash apps and all of that fun stuff rolling in. So there's efficiency upgrades on the back end. I've got a couple of things that we're looking to implement, time permitting, to just make things more efficient. and better. Obviously, we're always shooting for better, but like definitely digging the new camera angle. I like it. I'm liking it a lot. Definitely gonna have to get some more art up on these walls. Everybody talking about who's got stuff in the walls and whatnot. And Deadpool back there needs some company, so we're gonna get some more stuff up on these walls. Now let's jump into everybody's favorite part of crypto portfolio updates, the beginning deal where we talk about the top 5 gainers and losers. And hold on, actually, let's do the refresh because we want to make sure that we are on the right path here and the numbers are in order. Okay, so what we've got today, starting off with the top 5 gainers. Now, this list looks bull run appropriate. The downs aren't that bad. And the gains are looking tasty. We're starting to see some pop off here. Let's take a look. Now, at number 1, at rank 657, we've got Crypto Pawn Coin, CPRC. They have had a 200% gain in the past 24 hours. It's a little 2x there. Little beginning of the bull run 2x. You guys better get used to seeing some stupid numbers like these, because during the bull run, we are going to see stupid numbers like these. It's just going to happen. And it's going to be wonderful because hopefully some of my picks will be over here. Hopefully some of the portfolios will be over here. Hopefully some of your picks will be over here. We want to be sitting as far to the left as possible. This is one of the times that being far to the left is beneficial. Okay. So at number 2, we have Galaxia GXA at rank 880. They have had a 41.6% gain in the last 24 hours. At number 3, we have BitRock, BROCK, at rank 924. They have had a 37.9% gain in the last 24 hours. And at number 4, we have VEED, VEED, at rank 693. They have had a gain of, just changed, 37.2% in the last 24 hours. They're still running, folks. Things are happening right now. At number 5, rounding out the end, last but not least, on the top gainers list, we have ARK, ARK, at rank 224. They have had a 35.1% gain in the last 24 hours. Good Lord. Hopefully you are on the gaining side of this list because that's the side we want to be on. We are trying to win over here in the wolf pack. Granted, during the crypto bull run, there's no reason that you shouldn't be over here at least some of the week. Like during the bull run, like we should be regularly hitting over here because, again, I've stated this a million times. I'm no guru. It's just that everyone is right during the bull run. Your favorite crypto YouTuber, going to be right during the bull run. These people go crawl under rocks. They're not here building with you over the bear market because nobody likes to sit there when the market crashes and take those L's or tell you what they're doing to navigate that space. They'll lead you up to the promised land, but then once the buildings start catching on fire, these dudes just disappear. Channel's just taken down. They just go away. They come here, they collect money. Obviously, that's the reason this channel specifically is collectivized with the other lines that I do within my channel. It's tied to Guns and Butter. It's tied to Future Financial Strategies because I'm not trying to cash grab with my YouTube platform. I'm giving you the information. I'm showing you what I'm doing. We're reviewing my portfolio. You guys are equal accountability partners with me on making sure that I'm not out here acting wild during the bull run. Because this year's portfolio, honestly, the one that I've built with you guys is the best functioning portfolio. Not necessarily the best performing, but the best functioning portfolio that I've ever built. And I'd rather have the consistent functional gains than these boom busts. Like we're either 100% in or everything's going to heck and I'm just caught out here just dumping a bunch of money, which is going to happen anyway. But the whole point here is everybody is right during the bull run. Everyone. It's almost impossible to be wrong. So let's jump over to the biggest losers. Now, these aren't the biggest losers in history. It's just the biggest losers for this week at the time of the recording. I keep having to update this because coins are moving and they're not helping me here. Okay, there we go. No, every time I update it, the coin moves. Okay, here we go. Now we've got some accuracy. Okay, at number 1, which is funny because apparently somebody bought the dip. We could see I've updated this 3 times because the numbers kept changing and the whole list changes. And this is the bull run, people. People are sniping these dips. People are buying these dips actively. Money is flowing. It's called capital flow for a reason. And scared money don't make money. But let's jump to it. Oh, this is an oldie but goodie, one that I personally used to hold back in the day, which is why there's a star on there. At rank 892, the number 1 biggest loser at the time of recording, at right now, at this second, is Unibright, UBT, and they've had a loss of 15.8% in the past 24 hours. At number 2, at rank 11, is Ben, BEN, and Ben has had a loss of 14.1% in the last 24 hours. At number 3, Hydranet, HDN. And they are at a rank of 765, and they have had a loss of 13.4% in the last 24 hours. At number 4, Stephen Green Satoshi Token on Solana at rank 947, GST-SOL. And they've had a loss of 13.4% in the last 24 hours. And rounding out the end of the biggest losers list at rank 959, not financial advice, NFAI, and they have had a loss of 11.8% in the last 24 hours. Now, everybody, let's get into the good stuff. We are back above 30%. Pumptober did us well. As soon as those funds came back into the market, we are looking good. Real good. Cannot complain. I'm going to actually shrink this back down. Okay. Hold on. Let's get the pie chart up here so we can look and see what's going on. Okay. So, let everybody see what we're working with here. Okay. Here we go. We are back above. We are profit collectively for the portfolio for the year. We are sitting at 36.18% in the green. We are back above 30. That's where I like to be. I just that's my personal marker is 30, or I did a bad job for me. That's what I shoot for. So we're going to jump in here and get right into the nitty gritty so that way we can get you guys through what we need to get you guys through so that way we can get you to where you're going. First and foremost, we are going to give the top 10. Sitting pretty happy with everything in here, including NASDAQs, because we're still in the green. We're almost to the green on Cosmos Hub. I don't know if she's going to eke her out by the end of the year, but like we're trying. Gosh darn it, we're trying. Okay, so let's jump into it. Number 1 is Ethereum, ETH. Number 2 is Synthetic Networks, SNX. Number 3 is the original orange pill, Bitcoin, BTC. Number 4 is USDC, USDC. Number 5 is NASDAQ, NSDX. Number 6 is the staked Yearn Curve Vault position. Number 7 is Wrapped Bitcoin, WBTC. Number 8 is Arbitrum, ARB. Number 9 is Cosmos Hub, ATOM, and number 10 rounding out the list back into the number 10 spot after a healthy 15% pump over the past 7 days, right up there, funny, with Bitcoin. Interesting, right? Is Thor Wallet Dex TGT. Now, obviously, we did a little bit of buying, but at the end of the year, all we're buying is Bitcoin. We're increasing that Bitcoin position. As we close the portfolio down, we will be converting that Bitcoin position over to just some bare naked Ethereum, and we will be putting that into the Ethereum pool that we will be, seeing where we ended up. We'll set some aside. We'll leverage some into the next year, potentially rerunning the play that we did at the initial open of this portfolio where we do a stake position and leverage it with Alchemix. But I want to switch that over to a different chain because I don't want to do it on Ethereum because that chain's expensive. So we're going to have to look at what options we have on other chains and see if they've got something paired with Ethereum that looks advantageous for us to be able to issue one of those self-repaying loans. So that way we can let it ride for the year and then utilize those funds to see what we can make. And then at the end of the year, we cash out all those positions, convert our profits over to Ethereum, and then keep it pushing. Pay the loan back, rinse and repeat, adding to the coffers. But yeah, so we bought some more Bitcoin. The Ethereum position is shrinking. The Bitcoin position is increasing. It is 9.3% of the portfolio for this year at this point. But I figure we'll ride those Bitcoin pumps. That'll be less volatility. Yes, I could just put cash into the market, but cash is trash, and we're going into a bull run. So since Bitcoin is the market, you put it in the least volatile thing, at least from my logic. This is what I'm doing. Not financial advice, just some guy on the internet. Always do your own research, do strategies that are comfortable for you. Work within your wheelhouse and your area of intelligence and expertise. But me personally, Bitcoin moves the market. Bitcoin is the market. I will just go ahead and house in Bitcoin. That way I can get those pumps. And then at the end of the year, we'll just shift it over to Ethereum and keep it pushing. Because I don't like money sitting on the sidelines, personally. That's also just me. So now we are going to jump into the news. And our first news story is part of the title. Let's go ahead and share this tab, get it up here for you guys. There we go. And this one is from Forbes. We always love Forbes. You got to get your credible sources because we're all familiar with Forbes. I used to have a subscription growing up when I thought I was doing something, which is funny. I had the subscription to Forbes when I thought I was doing something, and it was previous to me actually doing something. I used to read Forbes all the time. And I used to just read Forbes, and I'd go trick off my money, fumble the bag, and then I'd have no money. But I read Forbes, so I felt like I did something. And now, you got to hit your reference point for the normies out there, for those of you who like to say that crypto's a scam, crypto's not real, crypto shouldn't be talked about. Well, Forbes is talking about it, and that's a staple for the American financial intelligentsia, if you would. Global wartime inflation. Shock. 25 trillion predicted Fed flip to trigger a $1 million Bitcoin, Ethereum, and crypto price boom. Because obviously, Bitcoin is the market. What are we talking about here? Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP have rocketed higher this week, with U.S. President Joe Biden potentially set to shake up the market next week. Interesting. So Bitcoin price has doubled over the last 12 months. Thank you for acknowledging that, Forbes, because people keep acting like Bitcoin isn't up over 100, isn't up 100%. But, it's what it is. Let people think what they want. I mean, you're just missing out. Also, probably not great to try to time the crypto market because it is heavily manipulated. Bitcoin going into the halving. Obviously, this is halving news. We've got wartime money going on. The dollar being continually attacked. Your buying power being continually attacked. At a certain point, people like to put money into things that are going to appreciate in value. And as far as that goes, the numbers are in, the math is in. Nothing is appreciating at a faster clip than Bitcoin. We have averaged over 100% per year since inception. That's 14 years of printing money. Just saying. And we're getting ready to do it again. It's just kind of what it is. Again, do your own research. All you got to do is look at the chart. There's really not a whole lot of semantical things to argue about with that. It's just math. So the Bitcoin chart's the Bitcoin chart. The numbers are the numbers. The numbers are in. Like, it is what it is. We also have the ETF that's coming up. A lot of good stuff building for Bitcoin. I personally believe that the ETF could potentially be used to help inhibit the crypto space prices, as they will deny it potentially to harm the price. Remember, that just affects America. There's already Bitcoin ETFs in existences in other countries. Other countries are buying Bitcoin. Other countries are utilizing Bitcoin. This is a done conversation, except for people who can't look outside their small bubble that is America and not looking globally at things that are being utilized by actual people, countries, jurisdictions, etc., etc. But this is something to keep in the mind. Like, we do have the potential. I mean, the other way, pie in the sky, hopium. The ETF is approved, money floods into the market, and we have a super bull run, which would be wonderful as well. Make my life a lot better. Definitely be changing some things around here. But we prepare for the worst and hope for the best. What we do know is the bull run is going to happen. The Bitcoin halving is going to happen. It is cyclical. These are cyclical things. Question is, how high are we going? Now, me personally, all of my projections are super conservative, and everybody's like, oh, well, like, you're very conservative. And I'm like, well, I would rather be on the conservative side and be surprised than to be on the pie in the sky side and be disappointed. Like, it's pessimistic optimism. Like, we level set expectations so that way we have areas where we start pulling profits, so that that way we are working with the house money. That's what I always say. You want to set yourself up to be on the house money, so that way you're not losing your hard-earned money. We create scenarios where there is no loss for us. We protect the initial investment. It just makes sense. So, like, I'd rather be conservative, protect the initial investment, let the house money go to the moon, than to misjudge, mistime the market, and then lose my money that I worked really hard for. Because there's going to be losses in these spaces. We just have to figure out how to protect ourselves. Now, moving on to the next story. I'll share this tab. New study reveals American sentiment on the crypto industry. A recent study was conducted by Coinbase. A paradigm shift has emerged among the young American population. An impressive 38% of younger Americans now believe crypto and blockchain technology can provide significant economic opportunities not commonly found in the traditional finance sector. 100%. 100%. I mean, my bad days in crypto are considered a good day in regards to my traditional finance portfolio. Now, I'm not saying that we're not utilizing it, but I'll tell you this. For me personally, everything's going to be about crypto. The first quarter of this year, basically. Unless by some miracle we skyrocket to $55,000 Bitcoin faster than the first quarter. like before we get to the halving. Now, if we do that, then I will be going into a cash position in regards to what we're holding in place for crypto. Full transparency. Like 55, I will be holding and waiting to take profit, basically, is what we're going to be looking at for me personally. Now, I don't believe that that's going to happen. I can hope, but I don't believe it. But outside of that, you're going to see very little. Like I'll be keeping my regular investment, my minimum going into my brokerage to build that out. But outside of that, house savings, crypto. Investing, crypto. Everything's going to be all crypto. You got to strike while the iron is hot, folks. And following the cycles, having been into previous bull runs, I'm going all in. I'm going to get every ounce. I'm squeezing the nectar out of every drop of water, whatever you want to call it. That's what I'm going for. Like this is when you take your big swings. Like this is when you move the needle. Every previous bull run, I moved the needle, and noticeably. And it's time to do it again, and we'll pivot over. And that's just what it's going to be. I mean, this is going to supercharge the house savings because we have that nugget of a portfolio that's that. But like now we're going to put all of it in there. We're going to dial back on our 6-month mortgage outing. Like we put the last chunk of money in there for this last paycheck from this month. But we're dialing that back, and those funds are going into the house savings as well. Like why would I not get the gains off that? Because doing that 6 months now and continuing to funnel all that money that could be going to buying Bitcoin, that could be going to building up that nest egg, and then once the boom happens, pulling some of that money back and then sending it over there. It just makes sense. Like we're trying to get as much money as possible. Like we'll be like, cool, we'll take a healthy chunk out of the mortgage then. We'll do that. But this is the time, and like people are waking up to it just because the lack of other opportunities. We're in a scenario now where housing prices, like Rocket Mortgage is calling my house all the time. They're calling me inconveniently throughout the day now to get me on the phone to talk about my equity because my equity shot up again. Wealth transfers happened. Wealth transfers happening. People who are in markets, who are active, who are making the moves when everyone else is scared, are going to be the ones who benefit. It's just what it is. Scared money does not make money. If you are not investing, if you are not saving something, if you're not planning ahead, if you're not moving with intention, if you're not navigating your money strategically, it is capital flow. The money sitting in your bank is not flowing. It is stagnant. That's the reason you get the least amount of money for that money. I mean, I can't help you. It's going to be what it is. You want to go on all the trips now? You want to buy all the cars now? You want to buy all the Gucci bags now? Fine. But bear in mind that there's a cost for that, the opportunity cost of the funds that you spent on that versus investing in your future. And that's with any asset, paper asset, real estate, all of it. This is just math. You got to make intelligent decisions. You got to move with intention, and you've got to secure yourself. You got to take care of yourself because no one is coming to save you. Now we're going to jump into the fun part. We're finished with the news. Got the little 2 news articles there for you. I hope you guys really enjoyed that. Rounding out 30 minutes. If you're in here right now and you're still rocking with me, have you liked, shared, and subscribed? We need subs. If you're new here, join the Wolfpack. It's a good group. We're doing good stuff. We're upgrading over here all the time. We have good conversations. We have Guns and Butter every Thursday, which we will be back on schedule this week. I'm sorry for last week. I was out of town. I was physically driving a very large van in the dark all the way back to Kansas City from Manhattan. Not fun. Actually, it was kind of fun. It was interesting. We didn't run over anything and we didn't almost hit anything. It was just a very long trip. But definitely push this out there. And since we've hit the 30-minute mark, I'll drop the support banners for those of you who want to, throw to help keep making stuff better around here. We'll go ahead and throw that down there at the bottom. Now, moving on to the alpha part. So for the alpha part this time, I wanted to go ahead and we'll take a look at my guaranteed wins. Now, by the way, this is like my risk off selections. So there's going to probably be like a lot low margin of gain. We're looking at hitting previous all-time highs, maybe breaking through them, but like I'm looking at it like, hey, if we can get back to previous, we're good. But these are the lower risk. They're higher up. Like anybody who knows me when they talk to me on here, when you've heard me talk, I don't like being above the 100 marker. Also, we're not including Bitcoin and Ethereum in this because those are so long for me. Like they're just longs. Like those are just things that I buy, never sell, keep it, just what it is. So like I don't count those as altcoins. But as far as altcoins go, we're going to go over the low risk selections that I've got for you. So at number 1, and these are in order for me, obviously for me, these are my selections, what I'm looking at. I'm first and foremost, we're looking at Chainlink. They had a previous all-time high of $52.70. They are down 78.64% from the previous all-time high. The all-time low, now geez, I feel like an idiot for missing this one. Oh, never mind. The all-time low is in 2017. Doesn't matter. Like that was basically the release. So we're up 7,495.55% from the all-time low. For the year, we are up 50%. 30 days, we are up 40.7%. In 14 days, we're up 51.1%. And the 7-day, we are up 12%. And the 24-hour, we are up 1.6%, is currently sitting at $11.10. This is going to be my number 1 position to be adding to for the next bull run as far as easy, set and forget, just buy and hold. If I can find somewhere to stake it that gives a decent APR, I might do that. We'll see. But I've already got a large holding of Chainlink, but I'll definitely be getting some to play on the bull run because that's an easy no-brainer for me. Something I'm already involved in, very highly utilized. It's the back end of basically anything that is getting real-time, real-world data bringing into the crypto space. They've got a bunch of really interesting projects coming up that they're working on and partnerships, as always. And yeah, easy pickings for me. Number 2, also easy pickings for me, is XRP. Shout out to the XRP army. I will be riding with you for the bull run. I normally ride XRP for the bull run. The all-time high back before they got sued by the SEC was $3.40. The all-time low was under a penny. Whew! What a time to be alive. Like, jeez, man. I tell you what, that would have been the investment of a lifetime. They were up 20,644.95% from the all-time low. Craziness. Like, which also this was 9 years ago. Basically release time for the year. They're up 19%, 30-day up 6.6%, 14-day up 14.2%, 7-day up 6.7%. And over the last 24 hours, they're up 2.1%. Pretty wide berth considering we're sitting at 55 cents. So we're definitely going to be getting probably probably 1,000 XRP that we're going to be putting in the coffer for this year. I don't see why not. We'll be right around there. It'll be 900, something like that, once we start rolling out. And a reminder, we get to start tearing down this portfolio next week. I cannot wait to start getting some of these funds navigated back over to where they need navigating to. So that way we can start getting ready for next year, which means that it's on, the time is ticking. We got to find liquidity positions. We got to figure out what income positions we're going to be doing, how we're going to be rocking out with that. We got to figure out which positions we can actually close out. It's going to be an interesting one because, like, for instance, the Camelot position that we have, those are lockups, and I'm pretty sure we locked up for a year. So we got to wait until the 12-month mark to be able to get those out. Now, the next and last one, this is the highest risk of what I'm viewing as the easy wins. The lower risk. And I'll tell you why. And this last one's going to be a little bit controversial because old Ray Bear does not like this project. Actually, technically speaking, XRP is a little bit controversial because that's the banker coin. And I don't like that project very much either because it's traditional finance. While we are utilizing the tools, some of the tools I do hope catch on fire and burn to the ground. So, it's ethically against what we're doing, but I'm not about to not get those bags. So this last one is of the same boat. The last pick is Solana. Now, do I believe in the chain? No. Do I believe in the project? No. But what I do believe is the venture capitalists are going to get their money out of this. And when they get their money, I want some of it. Because this is dog eat dog. This is competition. This is about winning. Math doesn't care about your feelings. Now, that said, when the chain is working, when it's not down 9 times a year, those 9 times that it's not functional and you can't get your money out of it, it's very fluid. One of my favorite wallets came from this chain. Which wallet episode we went over that? The Phantom wallet. I like it. It's functional. It's nice. It's buttery smooth. It's easy to navigate. I do like the wallet. Not gonna lie. That said, I'm not a fan of the chain. Not a fan of the project. But again, let's look at the previous all-time high. $259.96. All-time low, 50 cents. Where are we at for the year? It's up 0.6% for the year. Up 61.9% in the last 30 days. Up 50.3% in the last 14 days. Up 12.6% in the last 7 days. Up 4.1% in the last 24 hours. Currently sitting at $32. Now, am I going to go get that money? Yes, that's an easy bag to secure. This is a no-brainer play for me. It's the higher risk of the 3 that I've got selected for my easy wins. And I only really wanted to mess with 3 because I don't want to tie up a bunch of money and it's the bull run. I don't want to tie up a bunch of my money in positions that are going to, obviously they're going to get within metric, but I want some big wins. You swing for the fence. This is Babe Ruth season. Everybody points the bat at the fence. Now, if your play is just on Solana, these people who do one coin during the bull run, especially when it's not Bitcoin or Ethereum, is kind of weird to me. These people like these projects and they're like, this is the only coin that I've got. And I'm like, cool. But why? Especially it's number 8. Like all of my these low risk coins are like the top 20. Like those are literally the risk reward in the top 20. Like you should hit in the top 20. That's all I'm saying. Like those are boring plays. Like those aren't, you're not 10xing in the top 20. Okay, I'd say top 20. Like top 10. You might 10x. I mean, it depends on what type of bull run we have, but like the lower you go, the better the rewards are. Obviously higher risk, but I'm like, if you're gonna gamble, play the game. Like Jesus. But like I said, like I tell everybody, we'll see how this washes out over the year. But like the funny thing is, all the people who have these one coins that they want to talk about, they're not tracking their portfolio. You don't know when they bought in. They're not telling you what positions they're getting in at. They're not giving you anything. They just show up, talk their talk, and then disappear back into the ether with no context, no information. They don't want to tell you what they hold. They don't want to talk about positioning. They don't want to talk about their average cost per coin. They don't want to talk about if they actually made profits or not. They don't want to talk about where they're at in a position. They just want to go, oh, scroll down. Yeah, dude, you have 14 days. Sol's up 50%. Okay, it's down 87% from the last all-time high. Did you buy then? Where is your portfolio sitting? Like the disingenuous nature of these conversations and these hot takes of quoting, yes, it's up 50%. Also, yes, it's down 87.3%, 32%, depending on when you bought. So the 50% up, if you in a losing position, it doesn't matter if it went up 50%. You're still underwater. You're still not showing your positions. You're still not showing where you're at. Like these people have nothing to talk about except for like a surface level statement with zero context of like where that's at, where they're at in that position, how they're holding it. Do you utilize the chain? I'm willing to bet 80% of the people who talk to me about Solana literally bought some meme NFTs on it, and they hold their coins on a centralized exchange. And they've been in the market for less than 2 years. And they don't use any other chains. Like, it's just such a weird thing that happens in the crypto space where people are emotional about math and money. And like they'll be like, oh, Solana's the best. It's going to flip whatever. It's going to flip this. XRP is the best. It's going to flip this. Oh, Link is the best. It's going to flip the like. So like, I mean, maybe we'll see. We'll find out. But so, like, you think anybody cares? Do people care? Do you care? Like, you know what I care about? You being able to like maybe afford to buy a house. You maybe being able to afford to pay off your debt. You maybe being able to afford the groceries that you want. Because I can. So, like, I don't care. Like, I've been in this market for 10 years, bro. Like, I really don't care what coin flips what coin. All I care about is the money. Like, y'all are getting emotional about these projects. Like, we're not here to get this bread, man. Like, what are you talking about? What's your net worth, bro? What are your finances looking like? Are you financially healthy? Let's talk about it. Because those are the things that matter. Oh, I want to be right. And Solana flips Ethereum and gets number 2 spot. I'm like, okay. Guess what? You making money with me. Now what? And I'm still going to take those Solana tokens and I'm going to convert them into ETH and I'm going to stake those ETH and I'm going to eat off that. Like, it doesn't matter. It changes literally nothing. Like, that's all I'm saying. I'm like, I just don't understand the need to compete on that level. Like, are you broke? Because that sounds like That's like broke people saying that they're happier. Like, okay, and you're starving to death. I hope you hope you're happy as hell. Have fun staying poor. Like, I don't care. Like, I'm pretty happy too. It's also very arbitrary. Like, all right. But that's I'm gonna end my rant because like otherwise it's just gonna turn into me like freaking out about why people are dumb. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I got this nice new camera. We got the desk set up. Like this is cool. I'm digging it. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys got a lot of value out of this. Again, shout out to the Bag Chasers. That is not a Patreon group. That is mine. It's Anton Daniels of AntonDaniels.com's Patreon group. If you've stuck around till the end of the video, though, I've given my thoughts and opinions. Give me your thoughts and opinions down in the comments because I be down in there. I try my darndest. Actually, I don't even try my darndest at this point because the channel's not big enough yet. I reply to all the comments that I get in some form or fashion, or at least acknowledge that I saw it. But normally I reply, especially if it's like a good conversation topic. So hit me up down in the comments. Like I give you my thoughts. What are your guys' soft pitch, low risk, in your opinion, picks for your portfolios going into this bull run? I just gave you mine. I've got 3. I've only got 3 because everything else needs to be in the game, and we getting in the game. It's bull run season. So like most of it's going to be malarkey. Like we're going to have some big wins, probably some big losses. The big losses will be mitigated to a small amount of money. The big wins will also be eating off those amount of money, but the multiples just make it to where it works out. So it's your boy Reckless Ray Dinero, and I think that we are going to go ahead and call it. We've had a solid show. These shows are getting long, a little bit longer, a little bit better, I think. And yeah, so thank you for tuning in. Hope you guys got some great value out of this. It's your boy Reckless Ray Dinero. Hope you guys like the extended view, the camera upgrade, because y'all paid for 50% of that. So now you're going to see me on these panels. Crispier, a little bit crispier, and we're gonna keep running it up. We're gonna get some more lighting. That's the next thing we're getting. We're gonna add some lights. It's your boy Reckless Ray Dinero, and I'm out.
Cryptocurrency, currency. She love cryptocurrency. Me have a hot sexy girl. Whoa. Me have a hot sexy girl, just a tip jar. She wanna go down and she dips her. She love dancehall and calypso. She no want the cash, she want the crypto. Me have a hot sexy girl, just a tip jar. She wanna come up and she dips her. She love dancehall and calypso. She no want the cash, she want the crypto. Decentralized like a blockchain. Anyway you see me, girl, you know it not go stop rain. Pull up in the Beamer or the Benz or the Bentley. Cryptocurrency, that's what we spending. We not in a lending. No for them a stake, yo. We not in a renting. Bad mind fussy them. Once we ending. Grinding out with face, but call that pretending. Now left me 9 milli. Girls, so we trending. Me have a hot sexy girl, just a tip jar. She wanna go down and she dips her. She love dancehall and calypso. She no want the cash, she want the crypto. Me have a hot sexy girl, just a tip jar. She wanna come up and she dips her. She love dancehall and calypso. She no want the cash, she want the crypto. She love cryptocurrency, cryptocurrency. She love cryptocurrency. MetaMask wallet. Cryptocurrency. Coinbase wallet. Stack it up. Me have a hot sexy girl, just a tip jar. She wanna go down and she dips her. She love dancehall and calypso. She no want the cash, she want the crypto. Me have a hot sexy girl, just a tip jar. She wanna come up and she dips her. She love dancehall and calypso. She no want the cash, she want the crypto. She love all me DeFi. It's something makes you feel high. Digital currency, how much she need. Inflation.